Thank you so much for joining this training. We're very excited to present you the Canvas template for Spring 2021. This training is brought to you by the Office for Academic Innovation. I know these times are very busy for you, but we're so grateful that you made it. You carved some time out of your day to join this training session. This session is being recorded, so you will be able to reference back to these training at a later time. Let's see, okay, so a little of a broad overview. This training session will cover how to enhance, save time, and organize your course content with the new Canvas template. And this is, you can see a little screenshot right there on this slide. Just a quick view. We're gonna be navigating to that in a moment. Some housekeeping items during this session. We ask that you please keep yourself muted and that put your questions, comments, and concerns in the chat section of your Zoom window. If we're not able to get to your question or if we're not able to answer your question live, we ask that you please join us in our virtual office hours. And I will show you in a minute, I will show you where the schedule is for our virtual office hours. We provide a lot of this information, a lot of this training documentation is housed at the lms.tamu.edu site. And that is when we have all of the information on how to move to Canvas. Maybe you are a seasoned instructor that has been teaching Blackboard for a very long time and to start getting ready to move to Canvas. There is information on how to make the move. There's also information on building from scratch in Canvas, engaging with Zoom, and there is also the information on our training opportunities. So let me navigate to that page really quick. So here is our lms.tamu.edu, and there is information on making the move, keep teaching, keep learning. And here is the tab for training and support. We have our training schedule changes every week. At the end of Friday afternoon is when we update the schedule for the following week. You can see office hours are available this entire week in the morning, 10 to 11 a.m. And we also have office hours in the afternoon, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. This training is right here today. This is where we are today. And this exact same training offer again on Thursday. And hopefully we'll have more people that are not able to make it today. Maybe they will be able to make it on Thursday. And just a friendly reminder, this is being recorded, so people will be able to reference back to it or watch it if they could not make these times. Right here at the bottom, we have reorganized, we have revamped a little bit our website, and we have organized this video library in topics, so Canvas, Proctoring Solutions, Zoom, and eCampus. So you can see we have, this will take you to the videos that we also have housed in our YouTube channel. So feel free to check those out too. I'm going to navigate back to my PowerPoint. Okay, our training outcomes for today's session. Participants will be able to locate key elements for organizing your course content to support and enhance the student learning experience in all Canvas courses, and identify how the Canvas template can save you time and ensure autonomy while developing your course. This is one of the most exciting topics for me because it combines so many different elements that we love in our office. So why use the template, right? We're gonna have this template. Everybody in the school, all the faculty are going to have access to these beautiful, professionally designed template, but why use it, right? There are so many different reasons why we wanna recommend you use this template. One of them, it is going to provide the students with a cohesive structure, right? It's going to give them a linear progression to follow, and they're going to be able to easily locate what they need to accomplish every single week in your course. It is going to save you time as faculty because it's going to help you expedite that creation process, right? You will have basically a fill in the blanks structure. It is also going to allow you to focus more on that content and on what the student needs, right? And it is going to provide the student with a so much easier way to navigate and locate course content. And here is also, again, another preview of what that looks like on the student side. What is in the template? And there's also some screenshots in here. So the template comes with a professional homepage. This homepage is going to allow you to include a welcome message. It's going to have these 4 buttons that are going to provide key information of the course, such as the syllabus, academic resources, university resources, and online office hours that you as instructor will be able to customize based on days and times available that you are going to provide for those office hours. And it also includes those buttons per module or per week. It has predetermined navigation links. So you can see right here, right next to this screenshot of the homepage, there are some predetermined course navigation links that are also going to help streamline that student experience. Home, announcements, modules, grades, and Zoom. The template comes with 3 modules. There is an instructor module that shows how to use all the graphic elements and how to work with this template. There is a student experience resources module, and that includes the syllabus. And you can see that there is a syllabus for College Station, one for Galveston, one for Qatar. And there is also the information that you're going to see on these buttons on the home page, such as Canvas and university resources and online office hours. And there is also a learning module. This is a sample that you're going to be able to duplicate to fill in with the content that you have for your specific course. So from here on, I am going to start navigating to my course, and we're going to start talking about the template in detail. I am going to start with the student view, and you may be familiar with the student view of Canvas. I know I'm in a student view because right here at the bottom, I get these magenta color bar that reminds me you're logged into student view. And I'm doing this on purpose. I want to show you that this template has been designed and created with the student in mind. This is going to be helpful for the student to navigate their courses, right? A lot of the redesign of these module is based on faculty and student groups feedback. So this is why I wanted to start with the student in mind. I'm going to have you look at the navigation. We have limited the amount of navigation links that the students will have access to from the left-hand side. They have access to home. They have access to course announcements, right? When you send an announcement in a course, students may get notifications based on their settings. They may get a notification on their email. However, they can also find their course announcements right here in this area. That is going to be helpful on communication of the course changes or updates. There is a button for students to look at their modules, right? They get to see their student experience and they get to see their weekly modules. Right now there is only one, but as you design your course content, you're going to be able to have, your 15 weeks or 15 modules. There is access for the student to check their grades. And there is also access for the student to check on Zoom. Maybe you are scheduling your online office hours here via Zoom. The students can find that information here, or perhaps you're teaching in a remote or web-based modality that requires students to meet on Zoom. This is where the students are going to be able to see all their information listed, and they can join their class sessions from here. So I'm going to go navigate back to home. Okay, and this is where the student get to see their welcome message. So professors, feel free to customize this message. Right now, you see that there is lorem ipsum text, that is placeholder text, but that is for you to fill in with a welcome message, a warm welcome message for your students. That's the first thing they're going to see. That's like the first impression they get from the class experience overall. So right here, this is the student resources section. As I mentioned before, these 4 buttons are going to take the student to 4 different content pages. This first button is going to take the student to the syllabus. And I will show you in a little bit how, as faculty, you will be able to fill in the blanks in here. But a lot of the information that is right here at the bottom, that is going to be standard for everyone because it contains the minimum syllabus requirements for our institution. I'm just scrolling down really quick so you can see it. You will see it as well once you get a hold of this module, a hold of this template. I'm going to go back to the home page. So that is the syllabus page. Students get to access academic resources as well. This is, again, remember, this is designed for maximizing that student experience. And this is going to have access to getting started with Canvas. Right? There is tutorials, there is information on how Canvas works, how the calendar works, how the the Canvas student app works, how they can set up notifications. Those are very, very important to get those started on and get those addressed on the first week, those notifications for their courses, understanding how to submit assignments, how to participate in discussions, how to complete quizzes or exams, how to check grades, how to check their files. And there is also help desk central information, contact information to get some help. There is TAMU academic resources as well, libraries, student success center, and writing center, and so on. I'm going to go back to the home page. And I can show you what the students see. University resources contains links to other resources such as transportation, parking, internet access, and so on. I head back to home. And the last button that students have access in here is the online office hours. And you as faculty are going to get the chance to customize the text as well. So you can see it needs to be filled out because it's going to depend on your preference, the days and times that are going to be available in your case. I'm going to navigate back to home. And I am going to show you that now there is also access to these buttons at the bottom that are going to streamline that course navigation as well. These buttons, these course navigation buttons, streamline the navigation as well as these ones right here. So you can see there is 15 module buttons. And we are going to show you how you can draw attention to the most current module that students will be covering each week. So that is what covers right now. You can see that these are not clickable items, but I will show you in a minute how these can be clickable. So students will just be able to click on that specific module and be taken to that specific week. But they can also do it from here, from the modules page. From the modules page, you notice there are 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Those are the 4, these 4 content pages are the 4 buttons that you saw on that home page. And then there is these placeholder learning sample, learning module sample in there. Okay, so I'm going to navigate back to home. And I am going to leave the student view right here at the bottom right corner. And this will drive me back to my instructor view. I am the owner of this course. I have more power over what I can do. And so is going to be the case for you when you get a hold of your spring shelf that will have this template as well. Okay, from here, I want to show you, you have the edit button. This is my home page. From here, I get to add a course title. I'm just gonna come up with one. That is the name of my course, and I get to customize. Let me make these over. Just adjust the size, just better for you to see it. I can customize my welcome message, right? I can add text. Hello students, I am excited that you are in this course, right? You get to elaborate your welcome message, make it personal, make it friendly, make it warm. Also, I get to add a picture if I wanted. I get to add a video. A welcome video is always highly recommended. Students get to see your face, and this is how I can do it. I can just have my mouse pointer indicating the area where I want to place that video. I have right here my rich content editor tools. And so from these tools, I can add an image, right? Maybe an image that is related to my subject. Or I can record a quick video, maybe a 1 or 2 minute video. From that down caret, I can click the upload record media button. I can upload a video, let's say Camtasia, to record a welcome video, or I can use the Canvas recorder to record my video. You can see that the browser is asking me to authorize Canvas to use my webcam, so I'm going to allow that. And there I am. I can record a video. You can record my welcome video from here. If I don't want a video, I can say no video. And I can say, I'm just going to record audio. You can do that as well, whichever works for you. Those are just recommendations, some ideas throwing out there to give you ideas on how to, enhance your course experience. These buttons, I don't need to change them. Remember, this is such a great time saver. There's only very few things that I need to do in here. But something that I wanted to mention is I can draw attention to these buttons, and I can get the attention of the students if this is the most current module that we're going to cover. So right now you can see gray. If I select the first one, because I only have one module at the moment, but I can change the color of it. I can change it for a yellow, or I can change it for a maroon. However, I recommend to use yellow to draw the attention to the most current module, and then maroon for previous modules. So I'm going to draw my students' attention by changing the color, going to course images. I am going to look for a yellow module 1 button. So right here at the bottom, I get to load more buttons. You get to see that I have a ton of different icons as well that are going to allow me to customize my pages as well. I get footers, dividers. I have weeks. If you do not like to go by module, but instead you would rather go by week, you also get to choose the buttons that say week. However, either you call all the buttons module or you call all the buttons week. Right now, I'm just interested in looking for the one that says module 1 and that is in yellow. So the gray ones, let's see, that is my yellow module 1 button. I click on it. There it is. So now it's going to get the student's attention to click on that button. That's the most current one. When I am done covering this module, I can just go ahead and change it for maroon, and that will be considered a past module. And then the module 2 will be yellow, right? So we'll have maroon and then yellow here and so on. So that way, towards the end, you will have all of these buttons will be turned maroon, and then the last one will be yellow. So you get the idea. Okay, so I'm not going to save these changes. I am going to cancel out of here. In your case, you will be saving your changes. Okay, let's navigate to those modules. As an instructor, I get to see more, right? Because the template includes an instructor module. Before I do that, before we go through each module, I wanted to show you that you have this expand all, right? It opens all the contents in my modules. I can collapse all. Students also have that ability to do that as well. But it's just something that helps as well with navigating your modules when you have a lot of items in there. So let's take a look one by one. You have the instructor module. It is unpublished. It is going to be unpublished for you because it's meant to be only for the instructor to identify how to navigate all the different items. There is the student experience resources module that it is published because students need it. And there is the week 1 module, and it is not going to be published. I publish it because I wanted you to see the student experience. The instructor module comes with instructions on how to use all the different graphics and how to use all the different documents, right? I'm going to show you on this page how to enhance those graphics, right? You saw a little bit when I was adjusting things on my homepage. You saw how I can see these icons in different colors, and I can see the buttons in different colors as well. And I also have access to footers and content dividers. And I also have access to the course card image that I get to customize as well. So that is what part of what you have on that instructor module. On your student experience module, make sure that if you're in College Station, the College Station syllabus will be the one that is published. The Galveston and Qatar will be published for those respective schools. For the syllabus in College Station, you want to go ahead and edit that, and you want to make sure that you add all your information, right? Fill in the blanks, as I have mentioned before. You just need to add all the necessary information of your specific course, the instructor details. And here, if you want, you can add a picture of the instructor as well. So you get to do all of those different things. I'm going to cancel out of this. And some of you are going to be wanting to upload these course syllabus to Howdy, right? A lot of our students download their syllabus before they start their semester. They want to make sure that they're ready for everything. So what you will do is after you fill in all the information, fill in the blanks, you can right click. You will be able to do Control P, and you will be able to, it opened in another window for me. Let me drag that in here. And you will be able to save a PDF of your syllabus and upload it to Howdy. It works on Windows, it works on Mac as well, but you will be able to do that. Okay, and you have your online office hours that you're going to want to customize as well. Again, click that edit button and you will be able to add that date, time, and Zoom link. If you're not scheduling your meetings directly from Zoom in Canvas, but you will do it externally, then you will be able to add that information in there as well. Then on the weekly module, this is your template. If you work on the fall template, you're going to see that very little change on these sample learning module. The only thing that changed was the graphics. Some of the banners change. Other than that is pretty standard. Feel free to use this. I'm going to show you really quick how you can duplicate this for, let's say, your 15 weeks. I want to take my quiz out of the module because I don't have an option to duplicate these module if there is any quizzes in it. So I'm going to get these quiz out of that module by dragging it to a different area, and I am going to be able to duplicate these module. And you're going to see that I get to have a copy of it, and it has the word copy at the end. And I get to change the name. And let's say it is going to be the week 2 module, and I get to change the names on all of the different items within that module as well. Also, at some point, you are going to have too many modules, right? Maybe it's going to be too much for the student to have to scroll all the way to the bottom to find week 10 or week 11, week 15, right? Maybe this expand or collapse is not enough. Well, I also get to organize the modules by putting the most recent one at the top. And you can see me, I'm dragging it at the top. Or if this is too far, right? Because right now it's easy for me to click, drag, and drop. But if it gets too many modules, you can also click on the three dots and you can say move module. And you can decide where you want it. Did you want it at the top, before another module, after another module, or at the bottom? I am going to say, I want it at the top. Move. Boom, there it is. That recent module went to the top, and it is going to take my students right there. If the students are navigating right here from the course navigation modules item, they can just get to the most recent module they have in there. Okay, I'm gonna bring this to the bottom. It's actually wanted in here at the bottom. I'm gonna go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, some best practices. Keep those course navigation links to the essential elements of the course. So you're gonna see that you have some predetermined items, home, announcements, modules, grades, Zoom, and you're also going to see My Media site on your instructor site. Students will not be able to see it. Change the color of the module buttons. Remember how I show you, draw the attention to that most current module for either whichever works for you. You want to choose the yellow one, or did you want to choose the maroon? Choose those dividers, those lines that are going to help the readability, and they help keep, give like a pause or a break for the student as they're covering the different sections on your content pages. Multimedia items such as videos and pictures with MediaSite or Google Drive. Do you want to keep the instructor module unpublished because it's only for the instructor to revert to? Do you want to keep the student experience resources module published? You would be able to move your current module to the top. You will be able to customize that course card, and I am going to show you that very quick. The course card that comes in your course, it has this maroon color. So imagine if a student is enrolled in 3, 4, 5 different courses, that course card is going to look maroon in all their courses. But look at this one, I customize it and I put a layover of the text and the name of the course. So that helps differentiate that as well. Going back in here, going to that student view and check what students see. Make sure you always make that a habit check. I made some adjustments in my course. I added new content. Can they see it? Going to that student view to confirm that they can actually see it. And also extra resources, lms.tamu.edu, visit our virtual office hours, check all our recordings in our YouTube channel, check our social media such as Instagram. This is our email and this is our phone number if you have any questions. And we have 1 minute. I made it just right on time. Let's see if we have any questions.
To learn more, please visit lms.tamu.edu or email us at aihelp@tamu.edu. Thank you.